Welcome to The Buzz. I'm your host, Zeke Zshe. We are very excited for this Saturday night, November 16th, at Parties on Pope in Nelson, Illinois. We've got 3 huge championship matches for you and a very special debut. We'll get to all of that. We'll start things off with our Steel Cage Championship match. Our colleague Eric Olson sat down with Mr. Havens and heard what he had to say about his upcoming Steel Cage match.
ZOWA fans, we are 2 weeks away from ZOWA's biggest show of the year, ZOWA Fest 5 in Nelson, Illinois, taking place at Parties on Pope. We have a loaded show for you, 3 championship matches, but at this time, I want to discuss the Tag Team Championship match, which is going to kick off the show and will be held inside the confines of a steel cage. At this time, my guest is one half of the ZOWA Live Tag Team Champions, Mr. Havens.
Thanks for having me, Eric.
Mr. Havens, thanks for joining me.
Yeah, good to be here.
Now, you guys have been locked in a heated rivalry with Stumpy, DPM, also known as the Super Buds, for the last several months.
Yes.
Now, you guys have taken every shortcut possible to hold on to the titles for as long as you possibly can.
Okay, you put it that way, sure.
Well, put it any way you want. One time you tried to get yourself disqualified on purpose.
If that's how it looked to you, sure, whatever.
Okay. Another time you had a lawyer brought in to bring up an injunction.
Garbunkle's an old friend.
Okay. Well, we have the Steel Cage match coming up here on November 16th. There is nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. What are you gonna do?
Like I haven't heard that 1,000 times. What am I gonna do? I'm gonna turn from you and I'm gonna talk into the camera. Because I wanna talk to Stumpy and I wanna talk to Dan the Man. Whatever you wanna call yourself, guys, a Super Buzz, it doesn't matter. What I want you to do, because I'm concerned, and I want you to know how concerned I am. What I want you to do is before you leave your house in the morning of November 16th, I want you to look your kids in the eye. And especially you, Dan. I've seen Matthew there. I've seen him in the crowd with a superhero, with his little tie on, cheering on Dad. I want you to make sure you hug them tight. I want you to make sure you give them one last look at your face as they know it before you leave through that door. Because when you re-enter through that door that night, it won't be the same Dad that walks through the door. I'm gonna hurt you. I'm gonna hurt you, Stumpy, I'm gonna hurt you, Dan, and I'm walking out with those tag titles. Regal and I, we're staying the ZOWA Live Tag Team Champions. Is that good enough for you?
Good enough for me. Fans, November 16th, Parties on Pope, Nelson, Illinois. Do not miss it.
Hayden's a Preagle. When I get my hands on you, your asses are mine.
You can't run anymore. Truth and justice shall prevail.
I want you to look your kids in the eye. I want you to make sure you hug them tight. I'm gonna hurt you. I'm gonna hurt you, Stumpy. I'm gonna hurt you, Dan. Regal and I, we're staying the ZOWA Live Tag Team Champions.
Stumpy, coming to his aid. God, we got a horse fight on the floor. We got trouble brewing on the other end of the ring with DTM and Preagle.
Turn on the closed captions, cause you're gonna want this in writing. On November 16th, Mikko Maestro, the Finland's finest, returns to ZOWA Live in Sterling, Illinois. And I have something brand new to show to all of you, because I'm gonna face the Rookie of the Year, Ty Money. Ty Money, you're gonna learn a valuable lesson. That there's something that money can buy. You can bring all your euros, dollars, crypto, coins, but when it comes to November 16th, Mikko Maestro will give you the lesson you will never forget. And for all of those fans out there waiting for me and listening, you might hear from my accent that I am finished. But actually, I'm just getting started.
What did I tell you, Shane Show? Look at our bank account right now. Look at this. All this money for one little loss. It's incredible. Hey guys.
Need money?
Well, look who it is. The guy who lost us the Dreamwave Tag Team Championships. You know, We could have had those titles if it weren't for you losing all the time. I mean, I had to help you beat a referee at a taco truck festival, and now this. But hey, that's in the past. I forgive you.
You do?
Sure.
So, you're not mad?
Oh, I'm not mad. There'll be other matches. In fact, I hear you have a singles match November 16th.
That's great. Because I placed an even bigger bet on myself with my own money. Thank you, Floyd Man, for giving me the second chance, and thank you guys for believing in me.
Of course. I think I'm gonna bet on him losing again.
You sure about that? Like, I kind of feel bad that he's betting on his own money.
Why? I mean, if he wins, that's more money for us, and that's great. But just in case we have this to fall back on, it's a win-win.
But also winning those Green Light titles would have been a win-win.
Sure, but I mean, we could buy our own championships with all this money.
You know, you've been thinking about money a lot lately. A lot.
Yeah, and? That's the whole point of the bank. Money. Money is everything. Right?
Right? You're right. But bank is family. Money is everything, but so is family. Family is everything.
Of course, I get that. Of course, we're family, I know. So don't worry, all right? No matter what, the bank is going to profit November 16th.
Jade Blackwell was once the protege to Judd the Janitor, once best friends, once tag team partners with Judd the Janitor. A change of attitude has come across Jade Blackwell, and let's hear what she has to say about her upcoming match against Judd the Janitor.
I know everybody's asking, Jade, how could you have turned on your former tag team partner, your best friend, your mentor? It's pretty simple. Our second match together, me and Judd were up for the tag team titles, and he cost us that match. He didn't think I could hold my own against the dojo, and guess what? He cost us the belts. Then, I'm up for the Empress title. You're there when I win it, but throughout my reign, you weren't there for me. You didn't help me one bit. And then when you decide to show your face back, you get a whole new tag team partner. You completely replace me. So Judd, it's pretty simple. The only true thing you've ever said to me was in the ring right before I low-blowed you. I don't need you. I never needed you. And November 16th, I'm gonna finally prove to you, I'm not that 11-year-old little fan. And I'm not that little sister anymore.
The game has been set. The pieces have been placed. Cody Kaiser, Bayou Bill, Matt Hatter. You are blind to the gambit that's already been played. And after a game, a new king will be crowned.
There you heard the Cloaked Gambit talking about his upcoming four-way match for the Fireweight Championship. Cody Kaiser, the current champ, will also have to take on Matt Hatter and Bayou Bill. You can hear Bayou Bill on Sit Down Mark's podcast. We'd like to thank Sit Down Mark's podcast for sponsoring this event. The first 100 through the door will get a gift bag from the Sit Down Mark's podcast. Let's take a look at our sponsors. Our colleague Eric Olson caught up with recent inductee to the Sauk Valley Pro Wrestling Hall of Fame, Bucky Collins, and talked to him about his Hall of Fame status and taking on Bruce Hamilton this Saturday night.
Wrestling fans, November 16th, Parties on Pope, Nelson, Illinois. We are bringing to you ZOWA Fest 5. One of the matches on the show I want to talk about right now is with relative newcomer, strongman Bruce Hamilton is taking on my guest at this time, Buck Nasty, Bucky Collins.
So good to see you, Eric. It's been too long. And it's been too long for you guys, too.
How long has it been? 6 months or so?
6 months? God, it's like we've said this multiple times. I love it.
It's good to see you again.
I love it. It's good to see you, too.
Now, on November 16th, you are taking on relative newcomer, but he's a big, strong dude, Bruce Hamilton.
I know. And I want to ask you a question, Eric. Do you think I was at all surprised when this match came up?
You've been around a long time, Bucky. There's nothing that's going to surprise you.
Such a freaking good answer, Eric. And you know why? Because I asked for this match.
Why did you ask for this match with Bruce Hamilton?
Because after my awesome three-way at the last ZOWA show, Zshe personally came up to me and he was like, you know what? ZOWA Fest, I want you to pick your match. And as I was thinking, I've been gone for 6 months. You said 6 months, right?
6 months.
I've been gone for 6 months. Got a beautiful baby daughter at home. Got a wife supporting me. And I'm thinking, what does a man like me do to make up for 6 months worth of not being in ZOWA? Bruce Hamilton. Bruce Hamilton is 6 months worth of matches in one match. That guy's enormous. And Bruce, I've seen your stuff. You're good. But I got a lot of making up to do. And come November 16th, I'm sorry you're in my way. And you know what? I can sit up here and be like, you know what, Bruce? I'm gonna beat you. But I mean, look at you, dude. If I were to guarantee beating you, I'm a freaking idiot. So here's what I'm gonna say to you. I'm a freaking Sauk Valley Wrestling Hall of Famer. I'm gonna make you respect Sauk Valley Wrestling. I wanna make you respect me. I wanna make sure ZOWA and everyone there respects me enough. I'm gonna watch that ZOWA Live World Title match later. And maybe, just maybe, I'll put myself in that game picture. What do you think about that, Eric?
I love it. November 16th, fans. Be ready. Don't miss it.
Looking forward to seeing Bucky take on Bruce Hamilton. A match I'm also looking forward to is lovely Miss Larkin making her ZOWA Live debut, and she has an interesting video to send us.
You get it too much. Knock, knock. Who's there? Not you. This isn't Heinz Larkin. This is Leslie Michelle. With her toxic spices driving everyone a little off-brand. With her egotistical refrigerate after opening demands. Well, first of all, I'm talking Larkin. You know what you have to do November 16th, Larkin. ZOWA Live doesn't even know. The tomato is in your hands, Larkin. Destroy Leslie Michelle!
Leslie Michelle returns to ZOWA next week, and I am facing Little Miss Larkin. Earlier this week, I received something from Larkin herself, a Heinz footage, a small one, and it looks a little concerning, like she's trying to play mind games and get in my head, but I'm a former Empress champion, and maybe I haven't been victorious ever since I lost my championship, but next week, I'm walking with a new mindset, a path to get the title that I never got pinned for. And beating you, Larkin, is step one. So, me and you next week in Nelson, Illinois. I'll see you soon.
There you heard Leslie Michelle respond to lovely Miss Larkin, and I'm not sure what to think of lovely Miss Larkin's video, but I'm excited to see her debut this Saturday night at Parties on Pope. Now, Saturday night also has the biggest ZOWA Live Championship match in history. Christian Rose will try to become a 3-time ZOWA Live champion as he takes on the current champion, Zshe Fowler, in a 30-minute Iron Man match for the ZOWA Live Championship. Let's hear from both competitors.
Last time myself and Zshe Fowler wrestled for the ZOWA Live Championship, we went to a 20-minute time limit draw. And going into that match, there was a lot of hype and buzz about how we're two of the best independent wrestlers in the Midwest. And I agree, not just on my own end, but I like Zshe Fowler. He's a friend of mine. I have the utmost of respect for him. Everything that I do, he does. He loves professional wrestling, and he works his ass off for it, just like me. So now we get another 10 minutes, and we get Iron Man rules. And I'm looking forward to it, because for once, I don't have to have some deep-seated personal issues with the guy. I can actually just do what I do best, and that is professionally wrestle and become a ZOWA Live champion one more time.
Christian Rose, you want to talk about how you respect me? You want to talk about your respect? I really don't give a damn. You see, all I care about is making history. All I care about is leaving a legacy behind, and I am the longest reigning ZOWA Live champion. And that's not changing anytime soon.
Hollywood Code.
I like Zshe Fowler. He's a friend of mine. I have the utmost of respect for him. Everything that I do, he does.
You want to talk about how you respect me? You want to talk about your respect? I really don't give a damn.
And I'm looking forward to it, because for once, I don't have to have some deep-seated personal issue with the guy. I can actually just do what I do best, and that is professionally wrestle.
All I care about is leaving a legacy behind, and I am the longest reigning ZOWA Live champion.
You wanna know just where I'm at? Well, let me tell you about it. I put my city on the map, but let me tell you about it. They try to say I can't come back, and let me tell you about it.
Thank you very much for watching The Buzz. We hope to see you Saturday night at Parties on Pope. Tickets will be available at the door. If not, check out ZOWALive.eventbrite.com.